Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. What's up, everyone, and welcome to the ASOTV podcast for Gotham Season 1, Episode 13. Welcome back, Jim Gordon. I'm yours, Dom. With me is the lovely Omikins.
Oh, I'm lovely today. This is perfect.
You're
I
lovely.
like it.
You're lovely.
It's the hat.
The not so lovely Clio.
Hi, Jordan.
Bang bang, shots fired. And the oh so lovely John.
Oh, the oh so lovely.
John, I mean, it's the truth. John is lovelier than all.
It is.
Sure.
No, really. Tell me more.
You are more lovely than the pools of blue in Barbara's eyes.
Sinful
I knew you were
blue.
gonna fucking bring her up, even if it's none of the goddamn episode.
There was no Barbara in this episode, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about her.
Oh, yes, it does.
Did you guys miss her? I did.
No.
Oh, God,
I don't
no.
know.
I was praying she wouldn't show
You
up.
know what? I didn't even realize she wasn't in the episode until somebody brought it up.
Somebody?
So,
The only reason I noticed it because the whole time John was like, "Please no Barbara, please no Barbara."
It was
I
really
get
bad
disappointed
on my
because then I enjoy us ragging on Barbara this podcast. So I get disappointed when she's not on for the purpose of this podcast. For the purpose of the episode, I really don't care if we see her. So, but yeah. So what do you guys think of this episode? This
It
Barbara-less
was
episode.
great.
Great.
Anyways, I liked
I
it.
think I can't call it great because I did not like the pacing.
It was a little wonky, but I mean, the story, it was...
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah. The
Content,
story was great.
excellent, but the
But-
pacing was just not good.
It was a little too choppy,
Yeah.
I think. They just put things in weird places, I guess. Like, you kind of have this whole thing with Gordon, then they skip back to Penguin, and they skip back to Gordon, and they skip... I don't know. It's a little,
Skip to my Lou, my darling. I don't. It feels like the whole Gordon storyline has kind of been going nowhere. Like, not that it's going nowhere, but it's going off on like these unnecessary tangents. Like, what was the whole point of him going to the asylum and then coming back and
That was his punishment.
But he's doing the exact same stuff that he was doing before he left for the asylum.
No, are you kidding? What
No,
he's
he's
doing
not.
now is even crazier than before.
Well, I
Oh,
understand that, but he got punished for doing this before.
Yeah.
But now he's not taking the back end of it and just being crazy. He's actually being forceful, assertive, and he's saying, "You fuck with me, guess what's gonna happen to you? I'm gonna fuck with you, and it's not gonna be pretty."
Yeah. And it's not just that, he's calling, he knows the police department is full of good people.
Yep.
He knows that they're just in a bad position, and he's
just
calling
don't
on
wanna
them
stand
to
up.
stand with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he knows they could do better.
I mean, we see how dirty the GCPD actually is in this episode. You know, we have a murder in their very own confession room, and it's billed as a suicide.
Yeah. Ugh.
just like...
Well, it's the commissioner.
Yeah, the
Everyone,
commissioner's
it
being
always
the
comes
dick.
back to the commissioner. Everyone is afraid of the commissioner. And the commissioner will protect the corrupt cops that are under him, that listen to him.
Have you seen how short, scrawny, and ugly this guy is? How could anybody be afraid of him?
He's got the power, that's why.
Power and money.
That can be taken away quickly.
Nikki would march right up to his office and beat the shit out of him.
I totally would. Look at me. Look at me. I totally look like I want to beat some asses right now.
She's a Gotham thug right now. She just broke out of GCPD right now.
Thug life.
We were a little late starting the episode because we were waiting for her to get here. She just broke out.
She was beating up some, she was giving
criminals.
some bitches some stitches.
Yep. Slapping criminals.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we were going to see Commissioner Loeb this episode, but we only got a mention of him. We saw him last episode, you know, so at least we've seen him so far. We've all, you know.
Right.
I don't know.
He's not this faceless presence.
Yeah.
It's more like a babushka than a,
There we go.
fucking-
Yeah, but he goes off and makes some crazy accusations, but he follows through. He gets to the bottom of it. He even goes to the Penguin for help. He didn't seem too happy that he was doing it, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
No.
Ooh, that was a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
Penguin's like, you don't owe me any favors. This is just what friends do for each other.
Because we're friends.
And then that poor guy was just pleading with Gordon, and Gordon's face
Right.
was like,
Whoa, what's going on?
What happened?
What did I do?
You had no idea. You had no
It's
idea.
almost like Gordon has become the unofficial crime lord of the GCPD without even knowing it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? He's got this reputation now. People are starting to fear him. He's basically becoming a crime lord, and he doesn't know it. That's the best part.
Well, he knows it now.
Yeah, well,
I think
now
after that guy was just on his knees begging, he realized he was like,
Yeah.
asking the Penguin for a favor was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I did a bad thing.
Was it a bad idea, though? Because would he have gotten the PD cleaned up otherwise?
No,
I
he
think
wouldn't have had the evidence.
if he's ever going to go to Penguin again, he's going to be quite frank and completely clear on what the Penguin can and cannot do and say, I need this information, but do not threaten lives, do not cause people to have freaking brain damage or anything like that. Just, be clean about it. I don't want people coming after me because I'm dirty, because I'm not.
I think what needs to happen is they need to take away Zaz and every other like outside thing. Just put Fish with a bat in a room with the Penguin. Let her just have at it.
Yeah. Well, speaking
That scene needs to finish. It needs to play out. It's not over yet.
Oh, for sure. But speaking of Fish, she was pretty badass this episode.
She was super badass.
Right?
Yeah.
We've kind of been I think it was last week we were talking about our hate for Fish and how the character's kind of grown stale to us.
She built herself up to feel like she was invincible, and this episode she looked vulnerable and she was protecting her ass. She was going for what she really wanted, and it was like a complete turnaround on the character for me, and I loved her this episode.
But I don't know.
John's gonna say opposite, but
Look,
I just
she was still cocky and annoying.
I got a kick out of
Over
her being like, oh, I'm sorry, what was torture? Go on.
Yeah.
I love that whole scene. That whole scene where they have the bag over her head and he's like checking her and she's not breathing and he's like, I got her. And then he takes the bag off and she's like, is that all you got? It's just like, that's what you call torture?
Yeah.
That was oh my
true.
god, that was great. I loved it.
For, a shoehorned and just thought up character and thrown into the series, she's quite interesting.
Yeah, she was. And then
Sorry, I interrupted John, and that was rude of me.
Yeah, rude person.
Go on, John.
Look at that face.
That face.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just sick of the whole, like, I'm better than everything and everyone.
She is.
I don't know. Like, can you just for 1 second just stop being so fucking conniving and just be a real human being for just a minute, please? She doesn't seem real to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just her. I just don't like her personality. I guess that's just as a person.
At the very end of the episode, you saw a bit of that humanity creep through.
Yeah, with Bullock.
A little.
Mm-hmm.
A little. Yeah.
She's got too much anger. She can't. She won't let it go.
But
We don't
that
even know
whole
why.
scene at the end with Bullock, though, was that a genuine feeling from her, or is she playing him?
I don't think she's playing him.
No,
I don't know. I think
hard
that's
to tell with
actually
her.
a genuine relationship there that they've been hiding from us from the very beginning.
Even with her boy toys, we've seen she cares. Like the whole thing in the
For a
beginning of the
while.
season when Falcone beat the shit out of her boy toy.
Yeah.
She was concerned for him, yeah.
Yeah, she was like upset. She was hiding it. She was doing a good job, but she has feelings. But in order for her to survive in this world, she really just pushes it away and replaces it with anger.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess.
So I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of Bob the Torturer?
She thought he was Dane Cook.
I did think it was Dane Cook.
Like 3 times. She's like, that's Dane Cook. I'm like, that's not Dane Cook.
Twice. I said it twice.
Okay.
It's still
Once in
more
the
than
beginning,
one.
Once in the end.
It's
And
more
then
than
as
one
soon as-
time.
It's still more than one time.
John, I'm pretty sure that's Dane Cook. That's not. No. It's not Dane Cook.
You didn't. When I said it the first time, you didn't say a thing. So
Yeah, because I was like, what?
The shock was real. Did but Clio, is it Dane Cook?
it's not Dane Cook.
Okay.
As it turns out.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what? It would have been amazing if it was Dane Cook.
It
It would have
I
been
mean,
amazing if it was Dane Cook.
super twist.
I mean, it was still
Yeah.
pretty amazing
For
because
cereal, guys.
it's still pretty amazing because something that Clio didn't even know was that the actor had played the doll maker in Arrow.
Yeah, I didn't remember that.
So we've already talked about the doll maker a little bit, maybe 6 episodes ago. Doubtful since Bob died here. Doubtful that he's the doll maker, but it was still kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yep. Which, speaking of, really want to see the doll maker again. We need more doll maker stuff.
Yeah.
But Butch came to the rescue, and
Hey, Butch.
Butch was pretty much a badass this episode as well. Then I was reading something on IGN earlier today, and one of their writers, Matt Fowler, made a very bold prediction that they could go a different route with Fish and turn her into the Joker.
Oh my god.
And
What?
I instantly fell in love with that theory.
What?
I think
Instantly
that,
on the spot.
that's very out there.
It is very out there.
That's crazy.
It's
but
so out there it could happen.
And I mean, that goes perfectly with the Joker. The Joker is out there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But, oh my god, wait, and then if Butch survives, he's Harley Quinn. Look at John's face. But I want to talk about Butch because I think last week we said something about how we didn't understand. Oh no, a couple weeks ago when he betrayed his best friend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we were saying we didn't understand why, and it clicked in this episode. I'm like, oh my god, he is in love with Fish.
Yeah, he's totally
He
in love with her. Yeah.
Which explains why he would kill his best friend for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely in love with her.
Sad to see him go.
Well, we don't know
Well,
if he's
we don't know
gone.
if he's. Well, he's not happy.
If
He's not dead.
you got a bullet in your leg and someone's saying, let's take him home to play, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be happy either.
No.
Mm-mm. Unless
even
you
a
like to
little.
play.
Yeah.
She should have just.
Psycho killer takes you home to play with you. That's not. It's not a good thing.
She should have just let Penguin have the club. Then this never would have happened.
She didn't. I don't think
Yeah.
she cared that he was taking the club. It's just that
I don't
he
think
was
so.
alive.
Either. She just really wants to. This whole season, she's wanted to beat the shit out of him. She's
And
wanted to kill
I
him.
loved that moment when Penguin got right up in her face and was like, "You think that I'm dumber than you, but I outsmarted you this whole time."
But I mean,
Yeah.
he
That
only
was pretty
said that.
funny.
He only said that after he was kissing her fucking boots.
Yeah.
It's
Penguin
because he
is-
saw Victor in the background, and that's why he blurted it out.
Exactly. He's a little sniveling. He needs to get more snot beaten out of him.
Wow.
He needs a worse limp than he's got already.
You know what though?
Totally does.
But you know what, Cleo? He does not care. Like, you could beat him up 1,000,000 times over, and that's not going to change. Like, he's
I know.
still going to do that. So beating him up is not going to solve that issue.
Giving him a worse limp would make him remember every time he takes a step, right?
Well, he already remembers every time he takes a step.
Mhm.
I just
Even
wanted
worse
to
so.
see him get beat a little bit more. That's all.
See, I'm kind of on the other end of that. Like, I do want to see him succeed, but like on his own. Like, I want to see him like break away from
Falcone.
being under Falcone's boot and just kind of really truly make his own way.
Well, I'm glad he's
Eventually.
not working with Macaroni anymore.
Well, that's not completely true because
Yeah, he's
He's
probably
playing
doing-
him.
Yeah.
he's still playing Maroni.
somehow.
That's coming to a head soon, though. I don't know how he gets away with
There's
it.
no way that that's gonna continue to play out when
no.
he just told Maroni last episode that he had to go see Falcone while he was being electrocuted.
Well, all right, he talked his way out of that, but then he was like sitting in Fish's club for like a while.
Mm-hmm.
Did he not notice? He's like, I wonder where my fine servant is.
See, he was when he was talking to Maroni. He's like, "Oh, my mom." So Maroni's one of those guys where he's gonna go check on his mom. His mom was pretty freaking wasted. She was high on life. She was so proud of him. Do you think she's not gonna splurt something out?
My son, he has the club.
Exactly.
I kiss his face.
I mean, if Maroni doesn't go to Penguin straight on, he's gonna go to his mom, and he's gonna find out from his mom, being like, "Yeah, I'm a friend of your son's."
You hear that, Penguin?
Mom.
You're gonna get told on.
Well, I think there was a part of the preview for next week had the Penguin with a gun to Maroni. Is that, or am I making that up?
Well, that's what it looked like. It was cut in a way that it made it look like that. They were definitely face to face. I don't know if the gun that was pulled was definitely on Maroni or not, but it was made to appear that way.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
it was.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know what I think.
It could have been as just as simple as, Penguin found out that guy that was dancing with his mom all night decided to, when he took her home and he's a little mad. I mean, that's, that Penguin, I could see Penguin putting a gun to somebody's head and letting it go. Just because, his mom had a little happy time.
What are you talking about? The guy who took her home?
Yeah, he told the big, tall guy that was dancing with his mom to take her home.
Yeah.
Maybe he seemed to like his mom, so...
No, he went straight from dropping the mom off to torturing the guy's wife.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So if he canoodled with the mother, it would have taken, it would have been really quick.
It was a quick canoodling.
Well, you saw how old he was, right?
I'm not going to go there because she's gross.
She's awesome. That's what she is.
She is awesome, but she's also gross.
She just gave him a bath, that's all.
Yeah.
Sponge bath.
Like, I think we were talking about, or at least while me and John were watching the episode, I was talking about Nigma. I was like, man, he'd be kind of adorable if he wasn't such a creepy weirdo.
What do you mean?
Stalker, weirdo, creeper.
Come on, that greeting card was so adorable.
I mean, it was, but the manner with which he delivered it, how he handled it.
Here's a card. Here's a card. Here's a card. Yeah. Here's a card.
Stalker. Like, he wouldn't let her leave, and it's like, oh, no, that's bad. Don't do that. That's not a thing humans do to other humans.
He's socially awkward. Leave him alone.
He is.
That's a little more than socially awkward.
Yeah.
I have no grasp of how human interaction works.
The only thing that really frustrated me with Nigma, and I did like the fact that his name tag says Nigma on it. Enigma. Like, that's just, I love that. But the thing that frustrated me the most was his ice pick riddle. Like, and then Harvey had to yell at him again. And it's like, stop, I don't care about this. I don't care about it ever.
Yeah, Harvey is us.
Yeah.
Harvey is the audience. Shut up, we don't fucking care.
He's the Han Solo of the series. He really is.
Yeah.
Harvey shot first.
That's right.
He did. He actually did.
He actually did. And
I mean, we don't know. The collector's edition director's cut has not been released on Blu-ray yet.
Right.
So.
Where they added in 7 more Harveys in the space battle and, redo the person under Jim Gordon's mask.
Yeah. But the... My favorite scene with Nigma was when he was looking at his spaghetti dinner under the microscope.
Oh, with the onions.
And he was picking the onions out of his dinner with the tweezer.
Yep.
That was my favorite scene.
Why couldn't he just say no onions?
Probably did.
He very well may have. You can't get special treatment at all restaurants. I am a very picky eater. I'm an extremely picky eater when it comes to stuff like that. And I could relate to what Nigma was doing there. So that's why it was hysterical to me.
Except you would pick it out as you're eating it because you don't want it to get freaking cold.
Right.
Even if there's a microwave around or whatever. No, you want it fresh. You want to eat it warm. You just pick the onions out as you go.
I mean, onions are, that's not something that I'm going to pick out, but, like, you know, especially when they were that small. I don't like bigger onions, whatever, so, but those you just grab and take off. That's it. That's the end of it. But, like, I like onion flavor. I just don't like the texture of onions. That's all. So when they're that small, there's really no texture to deal with. So, but whatever. I understand the pickiness of that, and that whole scene, it just cracked me up. And I'm like, this is the kind of Nigma that I wish we had more of.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we're showing he's a picky eater, but we're showing it in, like, an over-the-top kind of genius way to go about doing it, to use your lab equipment to take it away, you know?
A compulsive kind of tick.
Yeah.
It's not even just to point out that he's a picky eater, it's to just show
how meticulous. Yeah, how meticulous he is.
It's got nothing to do with his eating habits.
No, I'm just saying that's how I related to that scene.
Yeah, of course. But it has to do with overall how he acts with things in his life.
Yeah, I just love the meticulousness of it, and using your work tools and, you know, to just get rid of it.
This scene is like on par with that scene where he's listening to the radio answering the questions while he's fixing the radio or the whatever machine he had.
Just give us this stuff. That's it.
Those are the scenes that are really good with Nigma.
I don't want ice pick lobotomy like things.
It was kind of interesting to know that most ice picks weren't made this way and stuff like that. I mean, that is something that, you know, a forensic person might want to, like, spew out. But then, you know, trying to put in those fake riddles, it's just like, you know, shut the fuck up.
The fake riddle is unnecessary, and I highly doubt that by the stab wound you could tell the shape of the handle.
Well, there was an impression. If you look close enough,
I was going to say.
Oh, there was an...
He did mention that the impression from the handle was there. So if you were looking close enough, you would have known. Got it.
Yeah, okay. So that makes sense. But then we get Bruce and Selina back this episode.
Yeah.
You know, so we found out why Bruce has been absent. It's because for the last 3 or 4 months he's been... You know, he's been out of the country. Yeah, Sweden.
Oh, John, you just got a lot of Swedish people upset. All of the Swedish people that watch this show are very upset with you.
All of them.
One of them.
Make sure to leave a comment below and let John know just how mad you are.
How much you hate me.
Yeah. Or you could even go one step further and tweet him at no more, no more.
You could do that. And frothy Swinglish.
Are we at that part of the episode already?
No.
That's you.
See, now you don't have to do it at the end because you blew your load already.
Oh boy.
So Bruce was looking for Selina, which was kind of adorable.
Very adorable.
Driving around the block a couple times, getting out to look for her. Bumped into Ivy, who Alfred thought had the mange.
She might.
I seriously.
She doesn't get mange. She gets root rot.
I was watching this in bed, and Michael, he was sitting there, he's snoring his face off, and I legit, like, burst out laughing when that happened, and he just kind of went and rolled over, and I was like, you bugger.
She's, I don't know, she bribed, she forced them to bribe her, you know, like, give me $20. Yeah, extortionist.
It was extortion, yeah.
Yeah, give me $20. I'll tell you what I'll go talk to her, you know.
She did.
She did.
She legit did.
To be fair.
I think she would.
I didn't think she would either. But
well, my guess was that if he gave her the package, she wouldn't have given it to...
No, she wouldn't have.
But a message. She got the $20 for it, you know. Why not give her a message?
A simple message.
They're probably going to see each other anyway, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we find out the package was a snow globe.
Which was so cute.
It was adorable. She seemed to like it.
She did. She did like it.
So she broke it.
No, Bruce broke it.
She handed it back to Bruce.
Yeah.
She broke it.
She did not break it.
She broke Bruce's heart, which broke the snow globe.
No, she didn't break the snow globe. She did break Bruce's heart, though.
Which broke the snow globe. She indirectly broke the snow globe.
Bruce's broken heart popped out of his chest and through the snow globe.
Yes.
While Heartbreak Hotel was playing.
Yes.
Yep. I love that song.
But she confesses to Bruce that she actually didn't see the killer's face, and this is something we debated for a while. We went back and forth on this early on, whether she saw it or not, because in the second episode, we did see her witness it, but didn't see the face. But we said we didn't know if she followed him, or anything like that. And we kind of have confirmation now. She did not. She lied to get her way out of jail.
This isn't confirmation. She could be lying now.
Just to get Bruce
I think she's lying now.
You think she's lying now?
Because I saw it in her face. This actress is very, very good. When Bruce said, "I want to give you a nicer place to live," Selina was defending, her lifestyle. She doesn't want Bruce to look at her and say, "Oh, you poor thing, you don't have a good life."
She enjoys the way she lives.
Yeah. So in order to protect the way she wants to live, and because she doesn't know how to just tell him, "I don't want to live in the house. I like living how I live," because they're kids. They can't just say that. She's
very blunt.
I mean, we all know that even in the past that the Catwoman character is actually quite insecure, and this is kind of like a nod to that she's insecure about how other people would feel about what she likes, and that she doesn't want people to know that she really feels strongly of how she's living, that she actually enjoys it.
So I think she's lying now. And while she did actually like the snow globe to protect how she likes to live, she gave it back.
I feel like she gave it back. I feel like she was not lying about what she said to Bruce, but she was taken aback by what he said. I think that's where that look came from, but I think she still was honest with him. I don't think she lied about that. I think she told him the truth because it serves a double function. The truth is A, going to protect that, and B, going to get him off her back.
Well, I think that she's lying now because the way she said, "I didn't see who killed your parents," is the same way she said, "My parents are famous spies in the circus and they're off doing things." So it was the same tone of voice she used.
When they reveal,
they're totally off doing this.
When they reveal her parents to be spies in the circus, you're gonna eat those words.
Okay, that's true. If her parents are actually circus spies, then I'm wrong about everything.
Just eat your hat.
I will eat my hat. As long as my hat is made out of fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot. That's the worst hat ever.
I can arrange that.
Can it at least be made out of gushers? Or Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos.
Yeah.
Graham cracker hat?
With the icing.
Of course. That's how it's decorated.
Dunkaroos suck without the icing.
Yeah, you can't eat Dunkaroos without the icing. I would just eat the icing.
That's fucked up.
Do those things even exist now?
They do. They're very hard to find. But yes.
I don't even see them on the shelves anymore.
They don't sell them on the shelves. You gotta buy them on the black market.
Yeah.
Oh.
They sell them. You go to bulk stores like Costco and Sam's Club and stuff like that.
You gotta go to the candy black market.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sell warheads and.
Oh my God, warheads.
And Dunkaroos. And Fun Dip.
It's a good shit.
I'm sorry.
So, is there anything else you guys want to discuss with this episode?
I would like to do a dramatic reenactment of Alfred pep talking Bruce at the end of the episode.
Go for it.
Bitches, Master Wayne. Bitches, Alfred. End scene.
Yeah, more or less.
Spot on.
So, I mean, I guess that leaves us to Bruce is back to the hunt, and Alfred's just like, I accept this. He's got to do what he's got to do.
Yep.
At least he's not
Sack
cutting
up,
his
boy.
wrist anymore.
Yep. However, next week, I am super excited. The title of which is called The Fearsome Dr. Crane, which we all know is the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
The reason I'm so excited... What was that?
Ichabod Crane.
No.
No,
No.
not
I
Crane.
don't think
The reason I'm
that's-
so excited for the title is because the title has Dr. Crane's name in it, which means he's
We're
not
not
going to be in
gonna
the
see him.
episode.
Yes, that's right.
Zippo
He won't be in
time
it.
on the screen.
We're going to see him walk in at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
Right.
That's it.
A little bit.
That's it.
They'll,
That's gonna.
no, they'll flip past his name in a file. Dr. Basilian, Dr. Bob, Dr. Crane, Dr. David. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, Fish Mooney reveals a secret of Oswald Cobblepot's, prompting Maroni to take him on a trip to test his loyalty. Dun dun dun. Meanwhile, Gordon and Bullock hunt down a killer who targets victims with severe phobias. And Bruce Wayne confronts Gordon for failing to make progress on his parents' murder case.
Yeah,
Bruce is really an entitled little punk.
he really is.
Seriously.
I mean, he needs to spend a couple days, just kind of tailing Gordon for a while, seeing what he actually has to
What is-
fucking deal with,
Yeah.
and then make a decision.
Does Bruce
I
even
think
know that
that-
Gordon was working in Arkham Asylum?
Probably not, because he was in
No, he was gone that
he was in
time.
some Euroland. Who knows?
Euroland?
Euroland. I'm not gonna get it wrong.
He
like
went
John
on a
did.
he went on a Euro trip.
Switzerland.
Because Scotty
Is that
doesn't
what
know.
you're saying?
Switzerland.
It's because Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty
Okay.
doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
That's why he
Don't
was on
tell
his.
Scotty.
That's why he was on his Euro trip.
Yeah.
Doesn't know.
But
Well, no, Scotty was on the Euro trip because he did know.
No, Scotty wasn't even. Wait, he was.
I don't even.
I don't even remember Scotty because he didn't really matter.
He's the
only
main character.
Scotty was the main character.
Oh, I just like the absence scene. That was amazing.
So
Only scene that
Podcast,
exists.
guys.
That's it.
so it seems Gordon's gonna be hunting down these phobia victims, Gordon and Bullock. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get a lot of victims of Scarecrow, Dr. Crane. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think we're gonna see very much of him.
Probably not.
No.
It is good to know, however, that the next episode is another Scarecrow reference. It's actually called The Scarecrow, flat out. So,
Oh.
So it won't be in that either.
Well,
Okay,
have
so-
somebody last more
So
than
we'll
one
have a
episode?
switch. Is it like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing?
no.
Where, Dr. Crane is, the doctor. So we won't see any of him in the Dr. Crane episode, but we'll see him in the Scarecrow episode, whereas we'll see Scarecrow in the Dr. Crane episode.
I mean, yeah, probably. But, yeah, he's got these two personas. However, he doesn't act like they're different people. It's just to the clients behind closed doors, he's the Scarecrow, frightening them and really feeding on their fears. But when he's the doctor in front of people and before he takes them in under his patients, he's Dr. Crane, who's basically alluring them to be in his trap,
Right.
So it's more or less the same character. And he uses at least in the movies and the comics, he used neurotoxins and stuff like that to screw with them, make them scared of everything. So Scarecrow is one of my favorite villains. Outside of the Joker, Scarecrow I think is my favorite. So, but I'm really hoping they go the Fish Mooney route with Scarecrow. I mean with Joker. That just as soon as I heard that just it sparked
That
all
would
new.
be amazing.
It really would.
As far as villains go, I only know about the ones that I've seen in the movies. So if anyone wants to send me comic books, I'd be, Batman comics. I'd love it. I'd indulge.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Nikki, where can the people send you some comic books?
At Lady Venom 24 on Twitter. LADYVENOM 24.
There you go. Cleo, where can the people find you?
You can find me on the internet at the Cleomoto. Well, Cleomoto. The Cleomoto on Twitch.
Excellent. John, where can the people find your love for Barbara?
They can find me loving Barbara and making fun of the Swedish. for some reason.
And your dick pics, of
No more,
course.
no
right?
more.
Specifically the
And,
Swedes.
Specifically the Swedes. Yeah. I'm gonna get in trouble.
You could direct all your non-hatred at Phenomenon, Phenomedom. Just tell me how much you love everything except for the Swedish jokes. We don't hate the Swedish.
We don't. I don't.
Only
But if
John
you
does.
feel like tweeting me about it.
Norway.
But I'm from Norway.
God. You can also find us on Facebook, Gmail, G+, Twitter, MySpace, and right here on YouTube at /ASOTV podcast for some more podcasts
Oh, loves.
for some of your favorite TV shows.
Tweeted the shit out of Barbara, guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Till next week. See you guys later.
Ciao.
Toodles. I love you, Sweden.
John, you totally have to come on next week waving the Swedish flag.
That'd be great.